sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me, where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time, take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning and welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray. Brought to you proudly by Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Barton Power Sports, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Best Care Home Services. Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome to Outdoors with Larry Ray as we talk outdoors every Saturday morning in Memphis, Brownsville, and Jackson now. Now that we are part of we're the flagship station here at Intercom Radio and AM 790, and welcome those folks from Brownsville on Brownsville Radio. Stream 24/7, and you can go to brownsvilleradio.com, and also our good folks at News Talk 101.5 in Jackson, Tennessee, also stream 24/7, and we appreciate having these new stations a part of Outdoors with Larry Ray, and we got a packed show today, as we always have. The rain has finally ended. As I told somebody the other day, I swear I saw a boat pulling a car the other day. So, I mean, it was, the Ark was not being built, but
not yet.
It was close. But, hey, Gene Smith is there because this is
the
first Saturday of the month, and Gene has slipped in here all the way from Raleigh, and glad to have you, Gene.
Yeah, I'm doing a scout program today at 9 o'clock.
Where?
At Shelby Farm.
You are?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm taking them on a one mile hike.
1 mile hike. Is that 1 mile one way or 1 mile?
Actually, it's half and half.
Half and half. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to get too far in the woods.
Well, I like half and half. And, of course, Dave Gabbard is officially retired as of midweek, last day at the TWRA, and he's headed to Florida, the way I understand, for some time off. And we'll get Dave back in with us on the first Saturday of the month, hopefully in April. But we're more than taken care of.
Yes, we are.
We have the
one and only
fishing Mid-South fishing guru. What was that? All right, I didn't know what that was. Is a guy Trebo is not here, but we have Ron Wong here. And he put the little Ron Wong music there. There he is, on the road again.
That's him.
That's him, because he's on the road all the time. But thank you, Ron, for being with us on this Saturday morning.
Thank you for having me this morning.
Yeah, bonus
Good
Wong.
morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day today.
It is a beautiful morning here in the neighborhood.
I'm happy to be up early today.
Are you sure?
I'm going to try.
Are you sure?
I'm not. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I may be going out to shoot pictures of eagles today, I think.
All right, yeah.
Going up to
that
Real
time of
Foot,
year.
I think.
Well, you're on the road again.
Yeah, I'm going to be on the road again and look at all the high water around. We've got lots of it. And speaking of high water,
I bet you're going to eat something up there too, aren't you? You might stop by one of those fine establishments to.
I'm going to stop at Lakeview first to get me some onion rings.
Okay.
Then I'm going by the Blue Bank.
Okay, you're doing it,
Resort.
Aren't you? There you go.
To get me some chocolate cobbler. Oh my gosh!
All right, let's move on now. We've had enough of that, because we got the next guy on the air with us, the man himself from Kentucky Lake, throwing that music for him. It's not working. Well, he isn't either today, so that's the main thing. We were going to throw some smoke on the water for our good friend Steve McCadams, but it wouldn't work. Steve, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
The smoke the smoke is out, and you got plenty of water. So
yep, we got too much water. How about me giving you a little?
Yeah, no. We got it here. I mean,
I'm sure you do.
Well, tell us. because that's one reason we try to get Steve on as many times we can out of Kentucky Lake. A long-time guide. This is really the original Steve McCadams. There's not people think this is the second one, but no, he's been around that long that he could be the second. But tell us, water, right?
Well, it is. We're about 7 feet above normal, 6 to 7 feet above normal, and really hadn't crested yet, although any day we're hoping for a crest. But we're all dependent, of course, on the Mississippi River and the Ohio River flooding. When that happens, Kentucky Lake can't discharge because we flow to the north, as you know. And
yeah.
So when it gets flooded there, that dictates what we can do. So that's why we've been coming up so fast here lately, and it's scattered things out quite a bit. Campgrounds are flooded. Boat ramps are inundated, and a lot of boat houses and boat ramps and campgrounds are flooded. So it's a pretty tough situation, but there's still people fishing, and there always will be up here.
And I know, Steve, flooded. Is this? Are we early on this? I mean, we broke the record here in Memphis for over 14 inches of rain in February. So for you guys, I've seen photographs and videos of Kentucky Lake and the dam at Pickwick and so forth.
Yeah.
It looks like it's scary looking, but are we early on this, or is this?
Well, there's really no time frame. I mean, you never know when the floods are going to come and the heavy rains will hit. But I hate to see it any time of the year, but it's really not bad. They can get rid of it here in the next week to 10 days. If they finally crest, TVA can really dump a lot of water once the Mississippi and Ohio River crest, so they can let it go here. So hopefully we'll be back to near normal, in a couple of weeks here and start falling slowly. But the real problem right now, when it's coming up so fast, it scatters the fish a lot. Bass fishermen are finding a lot of fish shallow, moving up on some rocky and gravel banks and some shallow grass. I mean, they'll move up fast because it warms up, and all the new water's got a lot of nutrients, and a lot of bait fish move up shallow. So they're going to follow their forage, and crappie don't move up on the shallow shorelines just yet, although they will. The longer it stays up there, the more that movement that you'll get. But for the average fisherman, it's just hard to find fish. You might catch some fish one day in one spot, but the next day they're going to be gone because they're roaming and moving with all the fluctuation. So it's pretty hard to establish a pattern and stay with it. But once it crests and starts falling, quite frankly, fishing can improve a little bit. But when you get 6, 7 feet above normal, maybe even more, it's just out of proportion.
Yeah. And I know, Ron, you over there know that fall in water, once it does stabilize, fishing should be good. Like Ron,
fishing is good, and even with the high water, and Steve has talked about flooded campgrounds and stuff like that.
Yeah. Because
the water is warming up. It's in probably, Steve, and correct me if I'm wrong, high 50s right now in most of the lake.
We've been around the 55-degree mark
right.
There lately.
Those bass are actually moving up around the picnic tables. And I'm going to be really, that's, I say that.
Yeah.
And, it is time for them to eat because it's spawning season coming up. But on those flooded campgrounds, especially where you only have 2, 3, 4 feet of water where it drops off, say by a levee, those bass will be up in there feeding right now.
Well, can you get up in there, Steve? Can you get to those local?
There's places, you can just be careful because you got so many underwater headers now. But you can follow the water and get up those feeder creeks and flats and ditches and you'll be fishing where it would normally be dry ground. That's where you'll find some shallow bass right now, that's for sure.
Well, we're talking bass, but I know one of our favorite times is coming up when the crappie are
my favorite time.
Crappie in spring and crappie in fall. And I've asked this Steve before because preference here, spring and fall. Crappie. Seems like everybody says, crappie fishing's best in the fall. The temperatures are right and everything else. What's your pattern here when you fish in the spring compared to the fall for crappie?
Oh, I like them both, quite frankly. I like fall weather for the stability. You don't usually have the floods and the cold fronts and the winds and all that stuff in the fall. So that's one of the attributes of fall fishing compared to spring. But spring right now, everybody's got cabin fever and anxious to go, and people are always ready to get out. And pre-spring and pre-spawn and during the spawning, It's probably better fishing for the average angler because he can relate better to fish coming towards shallow water and things of that nature. But I like fall because of stability. I just don't like to have to mess with changing lake levels and
storms,
30-mile-an-hour winds and cold front that change things overnight. And that's always a part of spring. It always has been, always will be. But we'll settle down here maybe in another week or so and get back to normal. But, every time you think things are out of whack and you say fishing's not any good because the water's high, there's always somebody somewhere that finds a secret or does something at the right place at the right time, be it bass or crappie.
Well, that's you. That's you, man. That's you.
They find a few fish.
Yeah,
well,
you're the man.
They keep me pretty humble when you get high water. I don't like high water.
Well, tell our
I've
folks,
learned to live with it.
Tell our folks how to get in touch with you, particularly with spring coming up here and good fishing times. Tell them how they get in touch with you.
Sure, they can email me anytime at SteveMcCadams.com at my website. And, of course, I'll keep a fishing report up to you guys updated. And
yes.
They can go onto your website and get an update each week.
That's it. Steve, thank you, buddy. We'll talk to you later. Good fishing, all right?
Good to be with you. I'm sending water your way.
All right. Don't do that. Steve McCadams, we always love to talk to Steve, particularly to kick off the month. And, Ron, let's talk in our closing part of this first segment that we do have our contest. It started. It's the Bassmaster Classic Pick the Winner.
Absolutely. We're 2 weeks out.
2 weeks
Two
out.
weeks out from the Bassmaster
And we got
Classic.
2 minutes left in this segment, so go ahead and tell us.
And I have to tell you,
yeah.
First of all, we've got the Bassmaster Classic Preview Radio Show.
Yeah, next week.
Next week.
I
got to tell you something. Make sure you tune in because, where else are you going to be able to hear from Kevin Van Dam?
Yeah, KVD.
Yeah. Dustin Connell, who was a Rookie of the Year that qualified for the Bassmaster Classic. We got Mark Davis from Larry's country.
That's right.
Arkansas.
All right.
Mark Davis. So we've got a bunch of really, really top-notch pros that'll be fishing in the Classic. And we're going to have a lot of pictures and everything else as the Classic moves forward.
Is Ron heads to the Classic
and
over in the Carolinas?
But go out to LROutdoors.com because we've got a nice pick the winner of the Bassmaster Classic contest going on as we speak.
Already got the
Real
entries
simple.
coming in.
Yeah. Our good friend and wonderful webmaster Guy Trevo has really made it easy for you.
Yep.
Just click on a box. Who you think is going to win? Tell us what the pounds and ounces total for the Classic is. That'll be our tiebreaker.
Yeah.
And, you're going to be able to win a wonderful prize.
From our good friends, Strike King
and Lou's.
Lou's.
We're going to have some stuff there. And, of course, we'll be talking to all these people next week. And,
I can't wait.
I can't wait.
We'll pick our winners. We'll do that.
Yes, we will.
Yeah, and pick our weights and stuff like that. Even Greg gets to do that.
Yes.
So
we'll get Gene to pick too.
Yeah, we'll let Gene pick too. You can't win, but you can pick as long as you want to, like that. All right, let's take a break. Going to come back and talk about a product that was really a hit out at the SHOT Show. It's called Clean Shot. Shoot through gun bore cleaner. How about that?
All right.
And it's,
right.
We're going to talk to the man himself, the founder, the guy that came up with it, Kurt Whitworth, on our next segment. So let's take a break and be right back.